There he's going. We're continuing the saga of the rusty 440s, and this is the reverse rotation one. A mate of mine wants to swap a few 440 parts, including the crank and rods, out of this thing for a 383 block. He's going to give me a bare 383 block in exchange for some 440 parts. So I'm keen for that. He's already got one 383 and he's in the process of putting it together, but he's keen to make a 430 whatever 435 438 stroker. So we'll whip into this, see if we can't get the crank and rods out. So it's well and truly stuck. I did soak this in vinegar for a week or so. Had the pots full of vinegar, and was dumb enough to just splash it out on the floor and thinking she'd be right, but it ran all the way down the driveway. And now I don't know honestly how I'm gonna get the stain. I mean, it's all the way down the driveway, and this is a rental, so yeah, I'm in dramas. If you blokes know how to get rust stains off of concrete, someone put it in the comments for me. I'll tell you what, you'd be helping me no end. You'd be helping me out no end if you blokes know something. Yeah, don't hold your peace. Let me know. Anyhow, I don't even know where to start on this thing. I'm not going to rip it all the way down because I'm not wanting to spend too much time on it. But I guess I'll roll it over and start pulling a few bits and pieces off it, and then see which piston I want to attack first. So by the looks of it, I don't even know what it is, what number. Might be number 6. How about, no, can't see much. But anyway, it's right up near top dead center, and I can get to the rod bolts. So, might be a prime candidate, I think. We'll roll her over and see how we go. Well, I might change tactics. I might drill through here close to the cylinder and see if I can break it loose. I was going to break it up into multiple pieces and then take it out, piece by piece, but I'm thinking if I can break it off of the cylinder wall and take it out as one, might be better off. Anyway, new tactic. Okay. Piece of piston. Kind of thick too, huh? So, pretty ugly down in there. But the upside is only 7 to go. Well, once I finally get this thing out. So, I got in there with a die grinder. Ran the die grinder up and down till I got it wafer thin, then tapped it with a chisel. So part of the skirt's out. And I guess now I just got to repeat that on that side. And it should break free. Let's see. Bloody lovely. Now, piston's free. Cool. All right. I think I'm getting better at this. So what I did on the first one was took both of these pieces out, drilled a hole in the center, took two pieces out of here, and then cut along there with the angle, cut along there with a die grinder, cut along there with a die grinder, and then chipped that piece of the skirt out. But I did it on top and bottom, or left and right, whichever way you want to see it. But this time, because I mean this piston's free now, even though I haven't chipped that away. I'm trying to get the light in there. See, yeah, I haven't taken that piece out, but that piston's free. It's moving around. So rather than doing a whole lot of work, I'm going to see how I can save myself some time and just take a piece out of here and then see if the piston's free. Trial and error kind of thing. Buzz that with the die grinder. Buzz that side. Buzz that side. Hopefully now just knock it with the cold chisel. Cool. All right. So at this stage, this is how I'm doing it. Drill a bunch of holes, chip this piece out, then buzz down there and there with a die grinder, knock the rest of it out. That's kind of what I'm thinking. We've got this one and this one to do. I'm going to leave 3 and 2 because they're down to, I don't know if it's actually bottom dead center, but it's close. So I'm going to leave them down at bottom dead center and then hopefully get the crank out, leave these 2 pistons in the block. Because 3 out of 4 on the other bank would be free by then. 3 out of 4 on this bank would be free. If I get these 2, that is. Hopefully then the crank will come out. And I'm free to work on the last 2 pistons separately, because I can see that they're going to be a pain. So I might have to do the die grinder work from underneath rather than the top. Or maybe I'll just be able to lube them up and knock them with a piece of timber and a hammer and get them moving. Don't know. Give it a try. So yeah, now I've knocked this piece out. Now I'll die grind down in there, or knock a bit more of this out, chip that out. Die grind down in there, knock that piece of the piston skirt out. And it should be a free piston. The first one I did, I really drilled a lot, and mucked around and took a lot out of the piston. It came out real easy. But, so yeah. Number 1, sorry, it's it's too dirty. But the first rod, not necessarily number 1 rod, but the first rod is out of the block. So that's good. Now, I'm going to start, I've got a cap off of might be number 8. Yeah, I think it's number 8. Got a cap off number 8, knock the rod bolts through. Now I'll start driving it out the bottom. Alright. Oh, there we go. Look at that rubbish. That was a very, wow. That was a very seized 440 piston. I don't know how else we would have got that out of there. Look at that. Right. There. Heaps of corrosion. There. Alright, well, I guess I can cut through the skirt. Where are we? I can cut through the skirt there, and then those two halves will just come off, so that'll be a nice simple one. Alright, same again. Yep. Pretty bad, pretty ugly. Yeah, that one might have come out if I'd have just soaked it and soaked it and soaked it, but whatever. Double roller, factory Chrysler. Bloody beautiful. Got all of the main caps off, and I've got all the rod caps off that I can get off, and still the crank hardly moves. So I guess I'll just keep mucking around with it. Looks like I'm going to be able to knock this one out. Looks like number 6. Yeah, I mean, I'll just keep trying. Keep chipping away at it and see how I go. Yeah, number 1. About the same condition as everything else that we've mucking around with. So, I was just undoing rod caps, getting them free best I could. You know, little shimmy here, little jimmy there. And then I actually lifted the crank up, put some rags in on top of these two rods that won't come out. And then I was able to get at those rod bolts. Now I can get that out. And once I get that cap off, I can just lift the whole crank out. So that's good. I'm pretty happy. She's free. Yeah, beautiful. Look at this. Last two pistons, virtually down to bottom dead center, so they were kind of harder to get at, so I left them to last. I'm gonna just knock the skirt off with a chisel from here, and then roll it back over and drill the tops. So, making progress. It's good. I'm happy. So here we are again. That nearly got me in the eye. Well, yeah. Breakfast is ready. All right. Belly full of breakfast. Even went and had a haircut. That's a good day. Looks like we're going to get this piston out. So crap. Well, it's not so great. Let's see if this works. And just screwed up and thought I pressed record for getting the last piston out, but somehow didn't get to record pulling the last piston out. But anyway, here's the aftermath. Here's what my little work area looks like after pulling all these pistons out. And obviously there's the crank. There's the heads that came off this motor. But pretty pleased with the result. Got me got me rods out of me seized reverse rotation motor, and yeah, pretty happy. Got a set of rods. Pistons are looking a bit worse for wear, but they are going in a 383, these cranking rods, so the pistons are irrelevant. Well, there she is. Rods are all there. Crankshaft, ready to rock. I've had a hairy this morning, so yeah, looking all good, looking all spruced up. But yeah, pretty happy with that. Now I'll get on and talk to Paulo and yeah, get him his cranking rods and yeah, get him rolling. He can start. You can send the crank to the machine shop and get the rod sized and all that sort of jam. And yeah, it should be real good. Oh, I can't wait to see his car up and running again. He's the one that I bought the where are we? There it is. Can't see it properly. The 360 that had thrown a rod. His car had a 360 small block and a 4-speed in it for years, and threw a rod and he just he's finished with it. So he started building a big block, and yeah, he's wanted to go stroker. He found 383, or found two 383 blocks, and now he's swapping me. Yeah, I bought his old motor, and now I'm taking other bits and pieces off him and swapping him bits and pieces. So yeah, should be good. 383 that he's building with a 440 crank should be a hottie. But yeah, talk to me in the comments, lads, and I'll talk to you again soon.